Hi guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
The thumb is back. Happy Monday.
Happy 3 above Monday, everybody. Gorgeous 73 degrees in Florida the last 2 days, and we are just so happy for it.
You still have a coat on, Chris.
I still have a coat on, that's correct. I was trying not to advertise the shirt that I had, no, sweatshirt that I had on.
That's all right.
Warm today, you know. No, I don't work for a Mickey Mouse organization.
Oh, Disney. All right, gotcha.
My Disney sweatshirt on there. Mailbag Monday. If you didn't get your questions into Kathy, you can do it now. Or you could do it, just put them in real time and PJ will shout them out and I'll try to answer them for you. Okay, let's start with TJ James. He says, hi, Chris and PJ. Love supporting the great charities that you all offer. Any thoughts of including another lift or aluminum trailer in the near future? We think about it all the time. First of all, Futura Trailer, great partner of ours. They have participated in 2 of our show and tow giveaways. And I would love to have another one of their aluminum trailers that we can give away, in my opinion. And it's not too bad of an opinion, I think. It's the best aluminum trailer on earth. It's that good. So yes, we'd like to. As far as lifts, I gotta tell you guys, you know any good lift companies? We're looking for a new one. So if you know of a lift company, maybe you work for one, or maybe you got a buddy who works for one, and have them get in touch with us, because we're looking for a new lift partner for 2025 and beyond. So yes, we would like to give a lift out.
Here's a quick question here.
Need a lift?
Ruben says, when will the Shelby winner be announced?
Oh, well, let's give you some backstory. Thursday was the last day to enter the Shelbys. You got to wait 10 days for the mail entries to happen. And so when will that happen? First week of February?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something around there.
Maybe first Thursday in February? Maybe Kathy can tell you that exact date. Roger wants to know, hi Roger, do convertibles seem to spark more interest than other body styles?
Well, that's a great question.
That is a great question. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, it's great to have a few convertibles in here, but I don't think that we would want all convertibles in here.
And well, we wouldn't want to have your hair all messed up when you're driving down the road. There's a couple convertibles, but yeah, not many.
That's right. Oh, PJ, you're a funny one. And think about it. Think about the percentage of convertibles that would sell to hardtops back in the day. You'd get maybe 1 in 4 or maybe 1 in 5. Also, if you think about the really desirable big block cars, some of these convertibles are just so far out of what we could afford to put together as a giveaway for you guys that we couldn't offer it. For example, we could probably do a Hemi Cuda. We probably couldn't do a Hemi Cuda convertible, right? What are they, $5 million? And that brings us to the next question. Hurst Olds Convertible.
Right up there. They only made 3.
And that's not one of them. So is it a tribute or is it a clone? So if you think about the backstory of these, 3 were made. 2 were made, 1 was destroyed, and then they made it a replacement for it. So if this was a clone of those, then it would have the platform, it would have the big Hurst shifter with either the T-handle or the white shifter knob on there.
Depending on which style racing it was, right?
Excellent. You remember, PJ.
That's right.
That would make it a clone. So this is definitely a tribute. So the next part of this question is, what's the big deal? Why would somebody say, I don't want it because it's a tribute? So now let's look at that number again, 3 of them. You're not going to own one. They're over $1 million a piece. Same thing like getting a Hemi Cuda. Same thing like getting a LS6 Chevelle convertible. They're just so expensive. Regular folks like you and me will never have the opportunity to purchase one in today's world. And if we had the money to purchase one, we'd have so much invested in it that we'd never want to take it out because we'd be afraid that, someone texting on their phone, went kaboomy on, kaboomy on it. So that's what makes this. This vehicle was built with an insane amount of love. And it was restored, and no expense spared. I'm talking over $100,000 to make sure that, sans the platform and the big shifter, that it looked just like a Hurst Olds Convertible, one of the three. And it is, without a doubt, the finest restored classic car right now in the Dream Giveaway garage. Over $100,000 on it. I know details about this restoration that would blow your mind. And maybe, well, once we get it down off the lift, we'll share some of those details with you. So don't be one of those who says, I don't want a tribute car if it's not the real one. Well, you're not getting the real one because there's only 3 of them and you don't have $1 million.
But you are getting a convertible.
But you are getting a convertible.
Ronald says, hey, did you see the Ford GTs auctioned at Barrett Jackson this weekend? Wasn't there one that was the record-breaking GT40 or something like this was $7 million?
That wasn't a 2005. That was one of the original ones from the Le Mans racing era from 66 to 69. I don't know the exact year of it. If someone knows, please chime in. But the 05, 06s go for, they're creeping up on $500,000 these days. And the 2018s, 2018 or 2019, they did another version a decade later, and those are like 800 grand. So no, the one we're giving away is not an original from 1966. You wouldn't have liked driving that one, and let me tell you why. It didn't have a 6-speed. It didn't have air conditioning. It didn't have a Macintosh sound system. The ones that they made in 05 and 06 were really made for collectors.
Well, right? It would have been nice to drive it into a collector spot and let it sit there for a while.
Indeed. All right. I'm going to get to the rest of these, but anybody chiming in on any, PJ? I'll get to those and then I'll get to the rest of these.
Sure. Sean says, is the tack on the Roadrunner factory?
No, it says Moon on it. I don't know who made it for Moon, if Moon did, or, it's possible the Sun made them for Moon back in the day. I'm going to have to look and see that up, but it's logoed with a Moon, not a factory tack.
Ronald says a red 2006 sold for $500,000.
Yeah, see, I told you they were creeping up on $500,000.
Cooley wants to know, how do the donations get distributed to different charities? It's funny you actually say that, right? Because we have one charity.
One charity. So when you make a donation, 100% of that goes to the sponsored charity. Legally, it has to, for us to be in compliance with not only the state laws for wherever you live, but federal law as well. PJ, why don't you pick up the rest of that?
Yeah, so then we have grants that charity does make to the payment, so they just cut them a check, and that's how the other charities get their funding, through a grant from the main charity.
From the main charity, and there's 8 charities total that get grants. There are additional charities that put our message out to their audience. In fact, if you work for a charity, a 501c3, and you would like to know how you can partner with Dream Giveaway to help fund your missions, then please reach out to Kathy and she'll get that your contact information over to us. Yeah. I should say that more often.
Yeah, we do have an affiliate program, right?
Right, because there's so many charities out there looking for great ways to partner. And the charity partners, we make it really, really easy for them to help fund their missions.
I think there was a question on your sheet talking about charities.
Correct. What percentage goes to charities? I answered it.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. It has to, because that's the law.
Right.
Right? Okay. Here's an interesting one. I don't know who asked this. Do the vehicles come with owner's manuals?
Well, does anything come with an owner's manual these days? It's all kind of download and a link.
I'm glad that you pointed that out, PJ. So usually if it's a classic car, and again, we're not buying barnyard finds, we're buying pedigree examples. Usually there's either an original or a reproduction owner's manual that comes to us with the vehicle. And that's certainly the case with the Arcuda, with the Roadrunner, with the GTO, so on and so forth. But we're starting to see a trend, and the first vehicle that I've noticed in 2024 that did not have a paper owner's manual was a 7th generation Mustang. In fact, the winner reached out to us, a nice lady from Kentucky, and she said, Chris, where's the owner's manual? We had to research it. You can only get it online. They no longer print a copy of the owner's manual. So what other cars in 2024 still have paper manuals? The GMs do. The Corvette still has a paper manual. My guess is in the next few years, they're going to be doing away with that old school owner's manual. And with all the tech that's in these vehicles now, owner manuals have gone from 36 and 48 pages. They're like 300 pages. It'll take you a month to read through the whole thing. So my guess is they'll do away with them in the future to try to save the paper costs. And that's a bummer. Because it's kind of cool to have that paper owner's manual, right?
Yeah, because if you would just download it and want to print it, you're printing 450 pages.
Right. And it still doesn't look as cool as a bound owner's manual.
Yeah. Especially when you want to do something with your car and you're stuck without power.
So Steve Lax, or LAX if he's from an airport, is asking, I wonder how you get the vehicles. Are they donated? We wish.
Yeah.
Vehicles this cool? The charity understands that in order to put together a sweepstakes of the best vehicles available in the United States, that they have to be purchased.
Yeah.
People just don't call up and say, I've got a 70 AAR CUDA and I'm giving it to you because it's the goodness of my heart. Right. And I like the tax write-off.
Not that we wouldn't take it.
We would, but it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So that's built into one of the expenses that the charity accounts for, as well as the marketing expenses, et cetera, et cetera. Right. You got any more? I'm out of questions here, Peter.
When is the drawing for the Mustang F-150 and Mustang?
We talked about that earlier in the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right here. I'm not exactly sure, Kat.
Hold on. Are you talking about the Shelbys or are you talking about the Classic?
Probably the Classic, right?
I don't know. Kathy, you want to look that up? I will tell you the next two to end. And the next two to end are Plum Crazy. That'll be later. That'll be in February. And then Tesla. And then Hurst Olds. Those are the next three to end.
But before all of that happens,
we'll be here. We'll be here right on this stage, PJ.
We've got a Shelby.
No, the Corvettes.
Right. The two Corvettes will be on stage.
Two Corvettes will be on stage.
But the Shelbys will be selected.
Correct. We'll know who won the Shelbys maybe next week. Again, Kathy might be able to give you the date.
Dwayne Thomas says, I'm anticipating the Shelby. Dwayne T. from Mississippi needs another win.
Mississippi. What was that? Have we had a winner from Mississippi?
Yeah.
Okay. I know we've had New Orleans. I know we've had Alabama. I know we've had Arkansas. I know we've had Georgia. Trying to think the other southern states. We've had Tennessee. If I missed your southern state, I know West Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina. I think all those states have had winners. But, maybe later this week we'll go over the roster and how many from each state.
Right.
But on Friday, another winner from the great state of Illinois is going to be standing here on stage with me. And Honor Flight of West Central Florida will be handing him the keys to two amazing Rapid Blue Corvettes.
We're super excited.
We are. We'll see.
Kathy's put some dates out here, so thank you for that. Shelby winner selection on February 2nd.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Larry says, do you know if the AAR and the A12 are numbers matching? Yeah, I think I saw that question come through.
Here's the thing. I can't publicly state that they're numbers matching because we haven't been with these vehicles since day one. So I have to say that on camera.
Yeah, so they could be.
They could be.
And we'd love to say it if they were.
Right.
But we can't really legally say that.
Can't legally say it because then we're certifying it. So
TJ James says, just got here on the delay. Sorry, did you answer my question? And yes, I think it was the first question that we got to today.
Yep. Including a lifter and aluminum trailer. We talked all about our friends at Futura Trailer.
Yes.
I will tell you that the E-Ray has a numbers matching engine, that the 2015 Z06 has a numbers matching engine, that the two Cadillacs here have a numbers matching engine.
That's cheating, Chris.
That's cheating. How about the Ford GT? I believe it does.
Yeah, but with that one we can't.
Well, I can't tell you because I haven't been with it since day one. And on these old cars, can't say.
Yeah, we don't know.
That they do.
We assume they are, but we can't state.
That's correct. Anything else? I'm going to wrap it up.
That's it.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, More great questions from you on our next Mailbag Day. And we'll see you tomorrow in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage.